Herzegovina, and later in Bulgaria.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another radio video, and tonight I'm going to talk about recent eBay purchases. I have 3 radios here. Let's get started here. This one right here, this is the DX-302. I picked this one up for $51. Of course, on eBay again. There was actually another bidder, and this one was on. It was the only bidder, and it was like for 6 days. It was nobody bid it. Only one bidder for 6 days, and I wait. It was like and it was about I believe it was like 3 hours left on it. So I bid on it. I bid it, 51, and as you can see, I have it here. Nobody else bid it. Only that one guy and then me. So he must have bid it early. It was like I said, it was like 6 days or something like that. And then I just, the last couple hours or so, I just came and bid this one $51. I didn't even think I was going to win. I just said, you know what? I'm not going to pay no more than that bid. If somebody else outbids me, that's it. And I took a chance on this radio. And actually, it's in pretty good condition with the exception of this knob. This knob is not the original tuning knob for, let me pull that out. This is the original tuning knob. Of course, this was included. So, but I already knew that this knob was not the original knob. Of course, the seller said that he powered it up. He said it turns on. He said he hears noise, but he couldn't test it. Like, he had no antenna to test it. I was like, okay. But the main thing is it powered up. That was the only thing, for me, to buy the radio. I say, as long as it powers up. Because most people, when they sell something like this, they probably get it from an estate sale or whatever. And they don't know how to hook up they don't know how to look for shortwave broadcast or they don't even care for that matter. Or medium, anything like that. So, I said $51, you know what? I'll take a shot on it. And I'll take, take a chance. And, and it tunes, it fits right in there and it tunes. So, this knob is pretty good. I mean, it works there. I mean, I would like to get the original knob. If I ever find another one for parts or whatever. But this one is working fine.
They speak of Carol as being
the only thing, obviously, that's another thing about eBay sellers, that when they pick up stuff like this on estate sales and they present it on eBay, they don't clean it up. I had to clean up the radio. I had to, wipe it down. Little deoxide here and there, although it wasn't crackling. He said he said that it just made a lot of noise. And noise, I don't know why he wasn't really specific about it. He said he sold it as is, basically for parts. But the fact that I powered up, I said, let me take a chance on it, and it's working. Everything's working. I went through everything. Everything's working fine. Everything's intact. The only issue I have is one of the back, let me just take the camera off for a second here, a minute or two. The only issue is one of these things are bent. This is where you wrap the cord, but as you can see, everything else is there. It's in pretty good condition. Almost not mint condition, but pretty close. Pretty close. Let me put this back on the tripod here. So yeah, so this is $51. You can't go wrong. I plan to play around with it, of course. I always wanted one. I always wanted a Radio Shack shortwave tabletop type radio. I believe this radio, when it first came out, I think it was the retail value was like $399 or something like that. I remember looking at a catalog, years ago, and I was like, man, would love to pick up one of these, but I was like, it's a little it's out of my budget for now. But yeah, I said, I'll pick it up, and I was looking for one anyway, and this one, I got lucky on this one, $51. I'll take it. I think the shipping was about, about $20. So all in all, I paid about $71 total for the radio. And like I said, the only issue is the knob. Original knob is missing, but this knob is working fine. working fine. So that's that. That's that radio right there, DX-302. And the next radio is, let me move this over here, Hallicrafters. Let me lower this down. And yeah, so Hallicrafters S-200. And this one was eBay also, of course. There was a young woman that was selling this one. She was asking for $69. And she had the make offer thingy. And I offered her $40. And she claims that, you know, she posted that it powers up, it turns on, but it makes some noise. So I said, again, you know, if it powers up, that's pretty good, you know, as long as it powers up. The main thing I look for radio right off the bat, if I'm gonna bid on it, or powers up, and then I'll take a chance on the other stuff. So yeah, so anyway, she declined that offer, but then sent me a counter offer of $50. So I said, okay, $50. I'll give you $50 for the radio. So as you can see, and that's the way it, I didn't even do much cleanup on it at all. When I saw the picture, I was like, wow, this thing is almost in mint condition. It was like, you know, wow, like really. So I said, yeah, $50. You know why? I jump all over it. $50 S-200 Legionnaire. Hallicrafter is a basic. Let me show you up close. So you can see it's pretty good. It has no, you know, no sideband, no band spread even. It's just a straight up general coverage. Just basically shortwave and medium wave. And it's just a basic shortwave broadcast and so on. And like, and it has a tone, volume, there's a headphone jack, and you have 5 bands here. Number 1 is the medium wave, and then 4 shortwave bands and the tuning. That's it. It's a basic, you know. But I really like the radio because I was looking at S120, I believe, and I like the dial. I like the fact that it has all the cities, you know. So pretty cool. And yeah, so this radio, I mean, like I said, it's almost like in. Look at the back of it. I mean, this thing was like, either this thing was restored, but not restored, because I'll tell you what happened after that. Just got the ground antenna, but it's pretty clean. It's pretty almost in mint. The back is really almost in mint condition, or they replaced it. But whoever had this radio really took care of it. And I believe this radio was made, I believe, 1961. And yeah, so this radio now. When I arrived, like I said, I offered $50. The shipping, she charged $15 all the way from California. So I paid a total of $65 for this radio. When it arrived, it does power up. Problem is, this, I know for a fact that this radio, when I powered up, it had that humming noise. It really, you know, long humming noise. And I went to another YouTube channel. And basically, the problem with this radio is the filter capacitor. It needs to be replaced to get rid of that humming noise. And other than that, it's fine. It's just the humming noise. So this is going to be a kind of a project for me, you know, kind of restoration project. Although it's not much to be restored. I mean, it's pretty good condition. But yeah, definitely, I'm going to have to either get a replacement filter capacitor. Now, I read that the S120 filter capacitor should work with this one. So if I pick up a S120, like maybe for parts or whatever, maybe I can use that. Or I'm just going to have to, you know, figure out a way how to fix that. But anyway, so I took a chance on it. I said, you know, I'm just picking this one up. I wanted a radio like this, like the S120. But this one I never saw. It was like S200. I said, you know what, I'm going to, you know, see if I just made an offer, and there you go. So this radio is working. It's just the hum. And then, last but not least, DX-398. It arrived a week ago. And yeah, so I've been playing around with this radio, and this radio is, I'm gonna say, is living up to the reputation as a, let me put the stand on it, as a DX machine there. So yeah, and it's working. So it's, you know, again, you know, I cleaned up a little. It was pretty clean already, but I just cleaned it up a little bit more, you know. And I took it outside the yard. I was tuning stations. I was tuning, of course, medium wave. I caught a few stations on this radio that I couldn't get, that I never got on any other radio. And I was like, wow, this is pretty. It was pretty cool. I was like, wow, this radio is really, of course, I talked about this radio in a few videos back. That this radio is similar to, it's actually the same radio as the Sangean ATS 909. So yeah, so definitely this radio, I'm loving this radio. And I may even do some comparison with this radio with a Texan PL660. But in fairness, this radio is a lot older. So, but yeah, this radio definitely become one of my favorites. So there you go. So these are my 3 recent purchases from eBay. And of course, my wife is getting on my case again, because she's saying, well, how many radios do you need? And I say, hey, listen, I love my hobby, having fun with it, you know. So that's what it's all about. So there you go. And so there, hold on, let me turn that off. So there you go. So basically a total of, I said this one I pay about $60, and then this one I pay $50, and then the shipping $65, and then this one was $71. So I figure about a little over $200. Got 3 radios, and yeah, definitely I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this purchase. So I think just for a bit I'm gonna not purchase any other radio, because my wife is just going crazy. However, I do need a webcam, because yesterday I tried to stream using this phone right here, and it was not good. The streaming was fine, but the audio was horrible. It was a lot of popping, and I was streaming my scanner, my police, police, tuning into police and fire and EMT. And I just deleted the video. I said, I forget, it's horrible. After I played it back, I heard all the popping. So I'm gonna, my next investment is gonna be, I'm gonna put some radio. I'm gonna put the radios on hold for now. I really need to invest on better recording equipment. So I'm gonna look for a webcam. So I have 1 or 2 webcams in mind, and also a USB microphone. And I'm gonna look at a few. Any suggestions will be, you know, and leave any comments for that. Any suggestions for the microphone or webcam for live streaming. And also let me know what you think about this radio. I know a few people have this radio. I've been playing around with it. It does have a little drift at times, and the speaker is not the best. So I may hook it up with an external speaker or something. But like, if you put it too loud, it's like, if you,
hello, my seat.
you know, I mean, it's not a big deal. But let me stop shaking this. Put it on the tripod. Yeah. So yeah. Let me know anything about this radio. Like what? Any suggestions? I know there's a few mods for this radio. I don't plan to do on any mods, because you know, I think it's fine. It's just something, you know, it's more like a collector thing. So I don't plan to be using it a lot. So But yeah, any suggestions about that? And also the Hallicrafter. Any some of you old timers out there that restored these two radios? Just I don't know much about this radio at all. I just saw it and I said, I just like the look of it, and in fact, it's not a big radio. It's actually, looks like a small. Actually, like, it reminds me of one of my old Kenwood AM/FM receiver. It's very small and it has the wood grain. Although this is not wood, this is metal. It just has that fake wood grain to it, but it's metal. It's all metal. So yeah, let me know what suggestions for this. It just has that, that constant hum. And there was a tip on that, like when you turn it on. Well, I don't have it plugged in, but when you turn it on, if you keep the volume low and the hum comes, if you hear the hum before you even raise the volume, then that is most likely the filter capacitor. That's from what I gather. So yeah, there you go. 3 radios, and yeah, and I'll be taking a little break from buying any radios anytime soon. I mean, like I said, I need to invest in some recording equipment. Oh, one other one. I'll be right back. Yeah, these are all eBay purchases, but I also picked up this guy, the RSP1 from SDR Play. I just picked that up. That arrived a few days ago. They dropped the SDR Plate RSP1. They recently dropped the price to $99.95. So I couldn't pass up the price drop. So I bought this one, and I bought it from Ham Radio Outlet. So I've been playing around with it. I'm using it with the what is it, SDR Uno, yeah. SDR console, I've been playing around with it, but I find this a little too more of a steep learning curve. So I've been playing around with SDR Uno, and I'm gonna make some videos on it. I'm gonna see how this compares to the my other setup, the RTL-SDR version 3 dongle with the no-elect up converter, and especially on medium wave and even long wave. I'm gonna see if I can, and from what I gather, this should be a lot better than a lot more, but yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, there you go. So this video is long enough. It's running past 18 minutes. Anyway, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for all the likes. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Until then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.